What in the world? What's going on, Bo? What's going on with you, man? It's your boy, Big Low Kuntry. Y'all already know what time it is. First of all, I want to let y'all know something before we even get started. Y'all don't panic. The world is not burning down. Do not panic. One of those situations is preseason. You know, it's going to be all right. In the words of Kendrick Lamar, we going to be all right. What in the world, man? My name is Big Low Kuntry. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach. Love to sit around and talk about sports. And, you know, tonight we're going to talk about, you know, this first preseason game from the Atlanta Falcons. We're going to talk about what happened, the highlights, the lowlights, and everything else. I want to shout out everybody that's chilling out with us. Coach enjoyed my word. I know she went out to the game. Much love to you. Prospects says that Feleipe Franks is the future. Jazz says Phil Franks. That's it. That's it, Jazz. That's how you pronounce it. Phil Franks. Dorian Etheridge, he was a monster. D-Man, he's talking about Watkins, but he meant Jalen Hawkins and Davidson. Yes, Jalen Hawkins was a man cub out there. He definitely was. Big Play Slay, what's going on, Bo? Trey Dollar, what in the world, Bo? What's going on with you? Definitely. Prospect said that the Falcons are going to the playoffs. Asia said, oh my God, what in the world was that tonight? So, look, this is what I was talking about. Whenever you got all these people who talk about how accountability, they say accountability makes the difference in everything, right? Look, at the end of the day, you can sit up here and talk about accountability. It doesn't matter. If you got players who jump off sides and who hold continuously, that's just going to be what it is. Now, they said during the broadcast, this is the first time that the Falcons had live tackling. Live tackling is a whole nother monster. You're going to be a little bit jumpy. You know, when you're at the line of scrimmage and 80% of your weight is on your hands and you know that you need to block, you're going to be a little jumpy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't hit nobody for the last 6 months. Longer than that. You ain't hit nobody for the last 8 months. So you're going to be a little jumpy. Look, think about it. Phil Franks, he got them to jump. But yes, Asia, 15 yards the whole game, that's ridiculous. That's on your quarterbacks and that's on your wide receivers, to be completely honest with you. Definitely. Anthony Matthews came to chill out with us tonight. What in the world, Bo? He said we need t-shirts. Coach Ronda gonna make sure that you're taken care of, Bo. Look, so what we're gonna do is, because in regular coaching room fashion, see Coach Asia, you know, she already done pointed out the elephant in the room. Coach Ronnie, I put my notes down on my phone. I think it's out there in the garage. But okay, it's on the table. Okay, so in regular coaching staff fashion, you know, I took my notes, and I'm pretty sure that y'all did too. But I definitely hope that everybody's doing good tonight. Thank everybody for coming out, chilling out with us tonight. So, just some things that I want to point out. Let's talk about the lowlights first. AJ McCarron. I don't know if you need to be going back to Flowery Branch tomorrow. You might need to stay where you at, Bo. I don't know if you got an apartment in Buckhead, but you might as well go ahead and back the U-Haul up to it, because that performance was terrible. Everybody was talking about how bad the offensive line looked. We got to remember that it's the quarterback's job to get offensive line where they need to get to. A lot of them sacks were blown assignments. Nobody called out the mic. If we look at the offense and we look at how it was ran on both sides, in both halves, Feleipe Franks ran that offense a whole lot better than AJ McCarron. I'm just calling, and it's not a situation where the elephant's in the room. This right here is just common sense. My 7-year-old nephew could have looked at that game and showed that Feleipe Franks, even though he didn't get that many passing yards, there were some drop passes, there were some misplaced balls and things like that. But Feleipe Franks, he the first play, he's giving hard counts, got them boys jumping. Feleipe Franks, just like prospect said Feleipe Franks could possibly be the future for the Atlanta Falcons. I know a lot of people like the fact that he ran and he got that 52-yard run, and that was pretty and everything. That was definitely pretty. But at the end of the day, Feleipe Franks just ran the offense a whole lot better. He just ran the offense a whole lot better. Definitely. And D-Man, he said Franks could fix his issues, and he definitely can. I definitely agree with you. Everybody, y'all make sure that y'all welcome Emily Rogers to the stream tonight. I think this is my first time seeing Emily. Franks, he played. He played pretty well, in my opinion. But for everybody else that came on here to chill out with us, much love to y'all. Make sure, if you're happy with what you see from Feleipe Franks, make sure that you hit that like button. If you didn't like what you seen from AJ McCarron, make sure that you hit that like button. You see the situation I put you in there? We hope that everybody's doing good tonight. Look, y'all, it's the preseason. So let's not get, let's not put ourselves in a bad situation. We at the end of the day, let's focus on the highlights. The defense looked doggone good, Bo. I put it on Twitter. I said, man, I guess monkeys do fall out of trees sometimes. This is the first defensive series. I said, I guess monkeys do fall out of trees sometimes, because I be doggone, we got a sack on third down. And every now and then it happens. This is Atlanta. We don't get sacks like that. So I said, okay, somebody must have, right tackle, he must have slipped up or something. Ain't no way that we got, but let's take advantage of it. Three, 4 more times. You got sacks on third down, blitzing from all over the place. Dean Pease told the truth. He told us what he was going to do, and he's following. He's following what he said he was going to do. He followed what he said he was going to do. I'm just being completely honest with you. Raj Patel, what's going on, man? Raj says Caleb Huntley, he wasn't too bad. Nah, man, he wasn't. But to be honest with you, we didn't really get a chance to see what any of the running backs could do. To be completely honest with you. But the guys that I want to give pats on the back to tonight. Number one, Jalen Hawkins, you deserve a game ball. You was flying all over the field, Jalen Hawkins, and you balled out, Bo. I got to give it to you. Jalen Hawkins. You balled out, Bo. Jacob Tatui Mariner was in the backfield. I seen him get one tackle where he was playing the left outside linebacker. He made the tackle on the right sideline. I mean, he was flying all over the field. I definitely got to give him his flowers. And look, I got to give flowers to a lot of people might not notice the things that he did tonight. Marlon Davidson. We had a Marlon Davidson show tonight. That boy played some legitimate ball. Etheridge played really well tonight. He showed up and showed out. He's looking like he's trying to get a spot on the main roster. Excuse me. And Feleipe Franks. Phil Franks. Me and Phil, we got this weird relationship. It's complicated. But I'm going to tell you something, though, boy. When it comes to winning that second job, that second string job, backup quarterback job, I'm going to tell y'all, everybody that's hearing the sound of my voice, I'm going to tell y'all what AJ McCarron did tonight. Tonight, AJ McCarron left the door open. AJ McCarron left the door open. He left the door open, Bo. I'm just going to go ahead and be honest with you. Oh, man. But it's kind of like I was saying, I put it on Twitter, all these offensive, these holding calls and all of these offsides and things like that. Them boys, they must like running. Because everybody talk about how Arthur Smith got these guys running laps and everything. I hope they got Shorty Low on the on the discography at Flowery Branch, because they're gonna be who. No boys gonna be talking up something about it was ridiculous, the amount of holding calls, the amount of offensive linemen offsides. It was ridiculous. I was like, well, dang, coach, did y'all even practice? But like I said, everybody who's played football, y'all know just like I do, whenever the bullets start flying for real, it's one of those situations where, look, Bo, you don't want to get hit. Nobody wants to get hit. The object, especially on the lines, offensive lines especially, you want to hit the other man before he hits you. And since they hadn't had no live full contact, it's like everybody's kind of jumpy. Everybody's kind of jumpy. You go anywhere, you see anybody, it's one of those cases where it's like, okay, you see that kid that's never been hit in the mouth before. If you walk up to him and do like that, he gonna jump. And that was definitely the case tonight. We ain't been hit in the mouth before, and we was jumping. We was jumping and we was holding. Simple and plain, cut and dry. Simple and plain, cut and dry. Padre says Feleipe Franks was the only somebody on offense. Man, that's sad. I mean, who else can I? Tajah Sharp made a good comeback catch. I mean, other than that, that's pretty much it. Just like Tell said, Caleb Huntley, he had a couple of good runs. I wanted to see my boy Javian Hawkins do something, but he could never get the ball. There was like 4 times he was open in the check down, and AJ McCarron, he's too busy trying to throw the ball in the dirt. We can't see what my boy Javian Hawkins can do. I'm sitting here like, well, dang, coach, you might as well just don't even put nobody out there. We might as well just get the ball and punt it. King T'Challa, what's going on, fam? Much love to you. Much love to you. Keanu Neal said defense. Yes, that's what you're not going to be part of this year. Agent Green says, I'd rather watch paint dry than watch this sorry offense. Man, that's rough, Agent. That's rough. But the offense was terrible. I ain't seen the Atlanta offense look this bad in a very long time, Agent. I'm just being completely honest with you. Prospects, he talked about AJ McCarron, said he's getting cut. Look, I wouldn't be surprised after that performance. I wouldn't be surprised. Padre said, Coach Lowe, where's my water? Uh-oh, Coach Ronnie. You hear what they call it for?
Soda.
Huh?
You're drinking soda.
Oh, Coach Ronnie said I'm drinking.
What you need?
Well, I always got to have my water. That's. I always got to have my water. So I want to ask everybody that's in the chat that's chilling out with me tonight. Let's start with the positive. After seeing this game, do you feel confident that the defense is going to be better this year? If you feel confident that the defense is going to be better, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like that's not going to be the case, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to see what y'all are thinking. I just want to know what y'all. Mama Country always told me to fill the room out before you start talking trash. But if you feel like the offense, or if you feel like the defense is going to be better, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like they're going to be like they were last year or worse, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to see what y'all thinking. Much love to everybody that's coming out and chill out with us tonight, man. Much love to you, man. Make sure that you hit that like button. Also, if you have friends or family who are Falcons fans or just football fans in general, make sure that you tell them to come check out Old Country, boy. We get together and we chop it up like this all the time. Everybody want to join the coaching staff. That's what this is, the coaching staff. King Kale in here chilling out with us. Much love. He said the Titans looked like they knew everything that was coming to me. Their offense was in place, blowing up plays all night. Hopefully Arthur just didn't want to show his hand. And you know what? That is true too. Me and Coach Ronnie, we talk about that all the time because behind the scenes, Coach Ronnie, she's been a football wife for a few years now. And we talk about, whenever it's one of those cases where the other team, like you used to coach at one team or at one school, you go to another school and play against that school, they know what you're doing. They know all of your tendencies. They know. So especially in a case like this right here, it's like whenever they're trying to keep everything vanilla, you definitely might be right, King Kill. They just knew what was going to happen. Let me see what everybody's thinking about this defense. D-Man says 1. G-Town Baller says 1. King T'Challa says the defense is going to be okay. Coach Aja says 1. Coach Look like everybody think the defense gonna be all right. Hey, yo, Brad says, 1. Joseph Thorne said Etheridge had 13 tackles, guys. 13 tackles. He was flying all over the field. He looked like he had wings on his back. Jamar said, 1. What's going on, Jamar? Much love to you, Bo, representing that 9-1 Deuce. Tack, he said the defense is going to be good because he left. D-Man says 1. Dex Diggs says 1. R. Cross says 1. Definitely. So it looks like everybody thinks. Jeannie says 1. It looks like everybody thinks that the defense is going to be all right, to be completely honest with you. Down South Georgia boy and Moses, he says 1. So, all right. So let me ask y'all this question right here. What do y'all think changed about the defense? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be completely honest with you. There were a few things that I think changed about the defense. Red Pill Savage, he said 1. The few things that I think that changed about this defense is that it's one of those cases where, first of all, they were bringing blitzes from all over the place, and they were showing blitzes, especially in that A gap. Whenever you show those blitzes in that A gap and you get that guard and that tackle, if you can just get them turned one way or the other for just a second, and they don't got those feet up under them, they did the rights. I don't know if y'all seen that one sack whenever that guard, he turned to the left and he had Marlon Davidson just breathing down his neck, and then it opened things up. I mean, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I loved it, man. I loved it. So number 1, the blitz packages that they were bringing, and number two is the defense was using their hands in an effective way. If you look at it, the defense was using their hands the way they were supposed to use their hands, guys. They had violent hands all throughout the game. They weren't just, and y'all know it, for everybody out here that's just starting to check us out at Big Low Kuntry Sports. Whenever you come to the defense on the defensive line, and you're engaging with the offensive lineman, and you can't get past them, and you're just bumping, just trying to move forward, we call that titty bumping. That's titty bumping. And we don't want that. Get that other man up off you. Ain't no need to sit in here titty bumping with somebody. Use your hands and get them up off you so you can get past them. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's one of those cases where they legitimately use their hands. They have violent hands and quick feet mixed along with bringing blitzes from all over the place. Did anybody see when your boy Richie Grant came down off that blitz from the nickel and the quarterback, he ran a read option? Lord have mercy. He blew that running back up, Bo. He blew that running back up like he had a stick of dynamite in his pocket. When I seen that, Coach Roney jumped. I was like, whoa, Lord have mercy. I screamed like somebody threw some cold water on me, Bo. I was like, Lord have mercy. He blew that man up, Bo. Oh man, what's going on, man? I got, what's that? Claimer Caden says, hey, my dude. What's that? Washington, it's too bad Falcons lost. I'm going to Minnesota Vikings preseason game tomorrow against the Broncos. Okay. Much love to you, Bo. Much love to you. Definitely. Yeah, it's like the Falcons lost, but I just want to let everybody know you can't overreact, guys. We can't overreact. Jay says that the interior pressure was legit tonight. Jazz says blitz, coach techniques, and confidence. Confidence is a huge thing. It's a real thing, guys. It's a real thing. Because if you watch that game, Marlon Davidson, at the beginning of the game, he was looking kind of iffy. But closer to the middle of the game, he was looking very confident. Very, very confident. Ken React says, hey, man, we terrible, Big Low. Nothing changed. It was preseason, and we couldn't score. Well, like I said, Coach, it's one of those situations where we got to look at the circumstances. We run a vanilla offense. A.J. McCarron played terribly. Our leading rusher was our quarterback for the second half only. I mean, it was just terrible. To be completely honest with you, it was just terrible. Now, so I'm not feeling too bad about this loss. I'm First of all, I'm excited to watch some Falcons football. I don't know if y'all can hear the excitement in my voice, but I had to work all the way up until 7, and I had to work a little bit more after 7, and I was pissed off. It's a good thing I had Coach Rhoda there, to keep me calm, but I was pissed off. I was like, look, I'm ready to lock it low. But it's one of those situations where, we seen what everybody's kind of capable of doing, except for Javian Hawkins, my favorite undrafted rookie running back. But we seen what Feleipe Franks is capable of. There were a lot of drop passes, and just like somebody mentioned earlier in the chat, that Titans defense, they knew what they knew what these guys were capable of doing, and they knew what kind of plays Arthur Smith calls. And to be honest with you, I kind of like that. I like being in a stacked situation while we're running a vanilla offense, because moving forward to the season, if Arthur Smith has these play calling chops like everybody says he has, let's be honest, guys. We already had the table stacked up against us. Now moving forward, we got this elite play caller. Now we can legitimately make some things happen. Coach Roney said, make sure that y'all hit that like button. If you were excited to see Atlanta Falcons football today, make sure that you hit that like button. Or if you just think I'm a good guy, make sure that y'all hit that like button, man, definitely. And make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. Ken React said, why didn't Kyle Pitts play? Well, it's obvious. I think it's just one of those cases where they're just bringing everybody along slowly. I think that, all your big name guys, your Matt Ryans, Grady Jarrett's, AJ Terrell's, Kyle Pitts, Hayden Hurst, like all those guys, they're just kind of taking their time. And I think that, seems like Arthur Smith, he's a very secretive guy. Now, Dwayne P, he said to Arthur Smith, he's not that guy. We gonna see. We gonna see. You can't fake the funk forever. If you don't believe me, ask Dan Quinn. Because Dan Quinn, Coach Rudder don't like Dan Quinn. Nobody else doesn't like Dan Quinn. But look, if you're not that guy, it's going to show. Ken React says that, Kyle Pitts, he's a rookie though. But come on, Bo, like that's your number one guy. A lot of people think he's going to do some big things this year. I just think that they're just legitimately they didn't want to risk it. They didn't want to risk getting them hurt, and they just trying to save that weapon for later on in the season. It probably is going to be one of those situations where they're going to say, well, hey, I tell you what, we're just going to put them out for a few plays and just let them get the feel of the NFL full speed. And then they're going to yank them again. We ain't going to see Kyle Pitts legitimately till week 1 against the Eagles. And he's from Philly. So I'm hoping he goes off against his hometown team. Ian Miles says, we're going to have a top 10 defense. Man, Bo. I'm hoping that that's the case. I mean, let's admit it, though. We gave up 23 points, and let's also admit the fact that 6 of those points, they shouldn't even came because we just blew coverage on a punt return. Our punter outkicked our coverage. That's one big aspect that your punter, he should know how capable your coverage guys are. He should have known that those guys weren't getting down the field fast enough, and he should have known that, okay, I can't boot this thing 65, 70 yards, because he put a doggone, he put all 5 toes in that one, boy. He dug into that one. But, I mean, let's be honest, guys. It's like we were playing against Logan Woodside and Matt Barkley. So we can't really say, whether or not we're going to have a top 10 defense. But I do agree with everybody in the chat. I agree with everybody in the chat whenever I say I think our defense is going to be a whole lot better. Definitely. Down South Georgia boy said, man, them receivers, Bo. Ooh, boy. Oh, Jawan Green. Like, come on, Bo. Come on. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, man? Kid Reacts, he said top 20. Well, hey, even if it is top 20, it's definitely an improvement over last year. Now, Asia Green, she actually makes a good point. She said that we got to work on these holding penalties. And like I said, whenever you don't have full contact throughout training camp, and it's one of those cases where, okay, now we're going to have it live in the game. Because I know I used to tell my guys this all the time. Like, look, now you got a chance to hit somebody wearing a different colored jersey. Everybody who play football, I know y'all done heard this before. Now you got a chance to hit somebody in a different colored jersey. So, you got to make everyone count. Make every lick count. Like you eating your favorite ice cream. But since we didn't have a chance to actually play live in training camp yet, it's one of those cases where man, where it's like you're gonna have holding calls. Like that's just it's kind of like going ice skating. You're gonna fall a few times. If you haven't been ice skating in a long time and you just go out there, you finna fall. Like, or you just gonna look very awkward. And it's the same thing trying to block somebody who's just as big as you or bigger than you or faster than you. It's like you're gonna hold them like that. Like that's gonna happen. But since Asia Green brought that up, I want to ask Coach Asia and everybody else, excuse me, do you think we have a problem on the offensive line? And I know that like our starters didn't play, but with Arthur Smith being the offensive line coach, I want to know, do y'all think we have a problem on the offensive line? If you think we do have a problem, put a 1 in the chat. If you think that's not the case, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to know what y'all think. So if you think we have a problem, put a 1 in the chat. If you think that we don't have a problem, put a 2 in the chat. Definitely. Jeannie Lee said the ice cream truck broke down. It didn't make it to the bin tonight, Jeannie. I see Molly Mall in here with Molly Mall hater alerts. So I'm asking, if y'all think we got a problem on the offensive line, put a 1 in the chat. If you think that it's just one of those cases where, we just got to get acclimated to full contact, put a 2 in the chat. Thank you. Brian Little says Javian Hawkins was all over the field. I mean, Jalen Hawkins, yes, he was. He was covering the field like a blanket, Bo. That man was flying around like he had wings on his back. Let me see here. Molly Mall, of course, he says 1, of course. G-Time Baller, he said no, because we didn't have our anchors. We didn't have our dogs out there, so you can't really tell yet. Asia Green, Padre, Coach Roney, Boomer, Ray Station, they all says 1. Ty Dollar says 1. Dwayne P. He says 1. Now, Marquia Williams, he says 2. I mean, and I think I might kind of agree with Marquia Williams because it might be one of those situations where we legitimately don't know. Ken reacts, he put 1 8 times. Moses, he says 2. Dre says 1. Ian Miles. So it looks like it's like a consensus that everybody thinks that there's a problem on the offensive line. And I can definitely see where y'all coming from because Arthur Smith, he started out, he played offensive line, number 1. He was an offensive line coach. Big Mike and Jermaine Marcus. I mean, so it's one of those cases where it's like, well, look, Bo, if you're supposed to be making sure that we able to run the ball, because that's the issue that we had last year, I'm going to tell y'all something. Running the ball, it looked a lot like it did last year with Dean P. I mean, with Dirk Cutter. I know y'all don't even want me to bring that name up. I'm just saying, it looked a lot like it did last year, to be completely honest with you. It definitely did. Y'all make sure that y'all hit that subscribe button while y'all chilling out with me so y'all don't miss me in the future. Because y'all don't miss me in the future live, because when we do this film study, it's finna go down like there's a whale in the boat. Jonathan Rosier, much love to everybody. Y'all make sure that y'all welcome Jonathan to the stream. And if y'all see somebody that y'all hadn't seen before, y'all make sure that y'all welcome them to the stream as well. But yeah, I mean, Arthur Smith, he was supposed to be that guy. What did Arthur Blank say at the end of the season whenever he fired everybody? He said, look, first thing we need to do, we need to learn how to run the ball. We need to stop people and we need to run the ball. In my opinion, it doesn't matter who's on the field. You still gotta be at least get past the line of scrimmage. At least get past, at least be able to get your running back past the line of scrimmage. You know, I want to see what Javian Hawkins could do tonight, but I couldn't really see it because every time he got the ball, he got covered up. Like there was somebody on top of him breathing down his neck. You know, so I definitely see what y'all saying. Definitely. Jazzy Jeff Real Talk says, I enjoy Marlon Davidson being resurrected. Marlon Davidson, hey, he got his man tonight, Bo. He definitely got his man tonight. I ain't finna lie to you. Marlon Davidson balled out. He played like he was a second-round pick tonight. Definitely. What's going on, Sanchez Low? Sanchez Low said they need to cut AJ. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room, guys. Let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. Whenever we took Feleipe Franks, I was very opposed to it. I'm sorry. Whenever we took Phil Franks, I can't call him Feleipe. No, that's not a quarterback name. Whenever we took Phil Franks, I was very opposed to it. Now, look, y'all know me. I'd be the first one to say, hey, Bo, I was wrong. I'd be the first one to say, hey, Bo, I was 100% wrong in that situation. So with that being said, I said, hey, man, I don't like Phil Franks. You know, Feleipe Franks, they ain't even a quarterback name. So for everybody on here that's still not with us, y'all finna learn some country dialect tonight. Whenever somebody, we got a phrase on here, whenever somebody says that, whenever somebody jumps on the bandwagon or becomes a fan of somebody, or, you know, I mean, you know how you got like your LeBron James fans and things like that. We call it getting naked. And right about now, my shoulder's starting to pop out my shirt for Feleipe Franks. It's about to the point where I'm just starting to show my tank top, and you know, I'm starting to show my tank top and my tidy whities. It get to the point where I'm about to get naked for Feleipe Franks. And I'm gonna tell you why. This kid had enough swagger. First drive ever in the NFL to do hard counts. This kid doing hard counts like your boy Aaron Rodgers. I sit here like, whoa, okay, that was a vet move, Feleipe. What in the world? That run was phenomenal. He's a very athletic kid. I don't like him running like that because that's a lot of target to be hitting. But it's one of those situations where we know that he can move in the pocket and we know that he can navigate the pocket. We know that he can shed people off of them. So I'm going to tell y'all something. If those receivers would have caught those passes, we would have had a couple of touchdowns the way Feleipe Franks was running that offense. I'm just being completely honest with y'all. The way Phil Franks was running that offense. Jazz Johnson said she think that Phil might be starting this next game. Marcus Johnson said that too. He said that think that Phil Franks, because y'all know I don't call him Feleipe, might be starting. Marcus Huntley in here chilling out with us. Much love to you, Marcus. Thank you so much for chilling out with old country boy. Definitely East Side man, Atlanta. I think you're saying that offensive line we might be having some issues too. William Warren is in here chilling out. Tony Wright says backup inside linebacker Errol Thompson played pretty well. And I love that hit that he had on that quarterback on that delayed blitz. Oh my God, Bo. I'm gonna tell you something. There was some helmets cracking out there tonight. You were hearing the pass pop tonight, Bo. It was one of those cases where you could tell they were ready to hit somebody, and they definitely were. Sharonda Leonard said his arm needs work. And you know what? And that's the issue that I had with Feleipe. In college, we knew that he had a big arm, but he needed to work on his accuracy. So moving forward, it's one of those cases where, yes, it was situations where these wide receivers could have caught some of these passes, but some of them, they were behind a little bit. Some of them were a little bit ahead. hopefully that's something that he could work on. But just that awareness and that swagger that he has, I love it. I love it. I mean, I like it. I love it. I want some more of it, but let's lock it low. Now, I'm going to tell y'all another difference that I seen. So, whenever Dan Quinn came to the Atlanta Falcons, whenever Dan Quinn came to the Atlanta Falcons, Coach Rody, man, that's my wife. She can't stand Dan Quinn. When he came to the Atlanta Falcons, it was one of those cases where he believed in rugby style tackling. So, that rugby style tackling, it's in a lot of cases, especially coming from angles, is not form tackling. It's a lot of grabbing at the waist and pulling down, a lot of times trying to sling down. In that case, especially whenever you're dealing with that offensive player, if he's a legitimate athlete, he's going to make a cut on you. It's going to turn into an arm tackle. That's why we had so many broken tackles last year. If all my football guys out here, y'all know that. But moving forward, I noticed that there was a lot more form tackling. And whenever I say form tackling, that means that, my body covers up your body. Y'all don't be thinking nasty now, but my body, my body covers up your body. So basically I could just grab and grab cloth. I want to try to grab high cloth and just drive my feet. That's the most sure way of tackling. But, trying to grab at the legs and pull down, grab around the thighs and around the knees and pull down, like that's not the best way to go, especially in the NFL. Athletes are too athletic to be tackling like that. So it's one of those situations where I'm excited, and I felt very good about how efficiently we were tackling tonight. Tony Wright said Jonathan Bullard kind of set the tone defensively with that sack. Yes, he did. And don't think about it like this right here too, Coach. It was a team sack because it was one of those situations where your boy, I think on that one, Tui Mariner, he made the quarterback step up in the pocket and try to escape. And then whenever he tried to escape, Bullard, he stayed in his lane. And it was one of those cases where got that sack. Team sack. We haven't seen that in a while. Guys. And the reason why he got that team sack is because he filled his lane. Tui Mariner filled his lane, and he made sure that he played that quarterback's outside shoulder, made him come down, but his teammate was using his hands while continuing to get up the field and got that sack. It was a beautiful sack. At the end of the day, it's just like the Dungeon family. The Dungeon family, they create organized noise. We're trying to make organized chaos on defense. Told my players this all the time. We make organized chaos, and we have the quarterback doing like this right here, trying to figure out where to go. We're doing our job. At the end of the day, we're doing our job. And the quarterback throwing, and he's doing this. He started panicking. His actions getting kind of jerky. We got him right where we want him. Oh, man. Let me see here. Tony Wright says they're showing in the game is entirely tonight in 2 hours, so I'll watch it then. Yes, sir. What's got Granddad's in the house? Say, yo, Low, where you be at? Who you be with? What's going on, man? Much love to you, Bo. Much love to you. Mafia says Agent and Molly Mall bait up a Falcon fan and a Saint. Come on over. You want to root for us. Molly Mall know he want to jump on the squad. I heard that he was applying at the strip club the other day, trying to move to Atlanta. Oh man! Now, so I want to ask y'all this right here, and somebody mentioned earlier about Kyle Pitts, or we didn't see him. Ty Dollar said that he can't wait to see Grady and Marlon play together. So after this game and seeing how this defense has changed, and we can't really say how we see how the offense has changed. But my question to y'all is, who are y'all most excited to see moving forward? Like, are y'all excited to see AJ Terrell in this defense? Are y'all excited to see, what your boy Grady could do? Or, are you do you want to see how Richie Grant and whoever the starting safeties are going to be? Like, I just want to know, like, what do y'all think? Pantera, he said, was I at the game? I thought, nah, I wasn't there, but I actually gave my tickets away to Coach Joe. Coach Joe actually had a chance to go to the game, man. G-Town Bottle said the whole team. Definitely. Okay, so Coach Ada said she's eager to see the defense. This is the first time in a long time I counted on the defense to keep us in the game. Is that weird for me to say? I was thinking that while I was watching. I was like, oh, man, well, maybe the defense can make a turnover. I had to slap myself. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, usually I'm just hoping that while we're on defense, I'm hoping that the other team drops a pass or something so we can just stop them so we can get the ball back to score. But tonight I was watching the game and I was like, man, maybe our defense could get a turnover or something. Maybe we could get a strip sack or something. I was like, what in the world, bro? Man, this is where we at now? This fast? Oh, man. Dre says, I'm excited to see how AJ performs, and I want to see a more of Ogundeji. Yes. I don't know if y'all seen he got pulled from the game. I don't know if y'all seen that. He got pulled from the game. Whenever he had, was it an offsides, I believe? I believe it was an offsides. They went ahead and pulled him. Coach wasn't playing that. Coach Ron looked at me like, did he get in trouble? I was like, yes, he got in trouble. Zabo said, can't wait to see Thomas Deku. You must be playing Madden 2010. Thomas Deku. What in the world? Coach Ronnie said she want to see Kyle Pitts. She said that she's heard all this hype. She got to see what I'm telling you, Coach Ronnie. I'm telling you. Coach Ronnie, she didn't come to the training camp and the open practice with me. But I'm trying to tell her some things you just can't put into words. Kyle Pitts is legitimately legitimate. You know what his nickname is, right, Coach Ronnie?
What?
The Unicorn.
Pitsinator.
Pit what? Okay, all right. Coach Ronnie said Pitsinator. I don't know. The Unicorn. So Kyle Pitts, you know, he's the unicorn. Like, he's supposed to be something that ain't nobody ever seen before. So we're going to see if he lives up to the hype, man. We're going to see. But somebody made a good point on here. It's like, I want to see this starting offense. Corey Rogers said the linebacker. It's like there's so many people that we didn't get a chance to see. We didn't get a chance to see Debo and also Fourier in this offense. I mean, in this defense. I mean, just imagine how they would have been flying around if we seen how Etheridge was flying around. Etheridge and Thompson. Imagine Fourier and Debo. But Jonathan Rozier is like, yes, that's starting. I want to see what the starting offensive line looks like running, this system, playing against a team who didn't have our head coach as their offensive coordinator last year. I'm definitely eager to see that. Tony Wright says, Low, our second round pick, defensive end, Ogundeji will be known as a steal by the end of the season. You heard it here. I'm hoping that you're right, Bo. I'm hoping that you're right. Yeah, Michael Walker, he did ball out. He did. I forgot about Michael Walker. He did. Mafia says Comiskey also. But you know what, though, man? I was watching Comiskey. I was like, man, you know what? It's like he's using his hands. He's using his feet, but he just wasn't. He just wasn't doing it for me. He just. I don't know what it was, but I just didn't see him getting back and having that offensive lineman move that much. Like, I seen the effort and I seen him trying, but I just didn't see any dominance. I wanted to see more. I wanted to see more cutting in the backfield. But I mean, like he was very active. And I can't give that to him. Ty Dollar said, "Is it true Debo moving the outside linebacker and Fourier moving the middle?" I don't know if you've seen the interview, but so whenever they was interviewing Fourier's gonna be wearing the green dot this year, and normally your green dot guy, that's normally your Mike linebacker. That's normally your middle linebacker. And for everybody out there that doesn't know what I'm talking about, the green dot, that's that means that you're going to have the helmet that can communicate with the coaching staff. So we're going to have the Yale educated player communicate with the coaching staff, and he's going to be in charge of communicating everything to everybody else in a timely manner and, reading what the offense is doing and basically reacting to it. So if that's the case, it's going to be one of those situations where it definitely could be something that might be beneficial. And I want y'all to know something, guys. If this is successful, Deion Jones might not be a Falcon much longer. I just want to let y'all know that if this is successful, Debo might not be in Atlanta much longer. I would say in the next 2 years, Deion Jones might not be in Atlanta.
Wow.
He's making too much money. And we getting deeper and deeper in that outside linebacker. In that linebacker spot. And, it might be one of those cases where if Foye could come in and do it, but we'll see. I would love to keep him, but I can see them making that move. Marlon Moss said Debo coming to the Saints. Man, Debo don't want to go to the Caesar Salad Bowl. You don't want to go there. Cinco Mo said 50-40 Mike, 50-40 Mike. If so, it's a good decision. I'm thinking that might be the case. I'm thinking that might be the case. Humble Brando says the DE from Notre Dame, he looks like a baller as well. You talk about Ogundeji? Yeah. He definitely did. Definitely did. Cinco Mo said that Thompson hit was like an out-of-body experience, man. He cracked him, Bo. He cracked him. Jermaine Walton says, Big Low, you may be right about Debo. Hey, man, I'm just saying, I would love to keep Debo. I'm just saying, it's one of those cases where, at the end of the day, it's about the financials. I guess one of the biggest factors to determine if Debo might be here in the years moving forward is whether or not they shut the world down for COVID. If they shut the world down for COVID and people can't come to the games, I'm just gonna tell y'all the salary cap gonna come down. And the salary cap come down, the head's gonna roll. I don't know who, but they're gonna have to make some tough decisions. Man. Coach Ronnie says, that's the New Orleans Dome right there. The Caesar Salad Bowl. Oh, Coach, he's just laughing at that. Coach Ronnie said, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. If you're excited to see what the Falcons defense is going to do moving forward, if you're excited to see the starting lineups and see how they're going to look implemented in this new system, make sure that you hit that like button. Or if you just think I'm a good guy, make sure that you hit that like button, man. Also, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you can chill out with us in the future. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach that loves to sit around and talk about sports and football. We're going to do film breakdowns this season, and we're going to have a good time, Bo. Y'all know how we do it. And if you have friends and family that love Falcons football, tell them to come on over to Big Low Kuntry, man. R. Robinson said, how was Franks? I think a lot of people are very, very excited about Franks. Saranda, she actually put up a grade, says B-. And G-Time Baller says Franks played a B grade. Everybody, y'all make sure that y'all put in the comments, what grade would y'all give Feleipe Franks? What grade would y'all give Feleipe Franks for this game tonight? I think it's safe to say Coach Asia and Saranda Leonard, AJ got an F. AJ got a do not complete. An incomplete grade. But what grade would y'all give Feleipe Franks tonight, honestly? What would y'all give him? Brian Peoples, what in the world, Bo? Brian Peoples, long time no see, fam. Hope you're doing good. Definitely, man, definitely. I want to see these grades for Feleipe Franks. What would y'all give him? Definitely. Let me see what y'all talk about here. So Rhonda said B-. D-Man said C+. Coach Ronnie said C+. Asia getting naked for Feleipe, Coach. What in the world? I just cut up with Asia. Asia said A-. Marquis Williams said B. Let's see here. Mafia said B. Jeannie Lee said B. Coach Ronnie said C+ with the chance for extra credit to bring the grade up. Stewie said B minus. Joseph Thornton says B minus. Okay. Brian People says F for AJ. Jazz says so it's looking like Feleipe is getting like a B, C, B or C grade. What Jermaine said?
He said Franks get a B and A.
Jermaine said Franks get a B and AJ gets an incomplete. Rich BK, much love to you. Thank you for chilling out with us tonight. He says C plus, good decision making and extending plays with his legs. Yes. Wide receivers couldn't catch the passes. Yes. I mean, like I said earlier, he does need to work on his accuracy just a little bit. Like he don't need to freak out about this performance. Like he played an okay game, Young men of faith, what's going on, Bo? He says C plus. Got to get the ball out quicker and work on the accuracy. Yes. Definitely. AJ Green says AJ gets unsatisfactory. Evan Track said, you know what? This does look a lot like the Grits Blitz days, don't it? I didn't even think about that, but it looks very familiar to the Grits Blitz days. It definitely does. I think that Dean Pease, I feel like he told us the truth. He didn't lie to us. He said, look, we're going to be bringing pressure. And whenever he said that, guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I was like, okay, you bringing pressure because you just don't trust the defensive lineman? Like, why are we bringing pressure, coach? Like, what's going on? But, I mean, it's legitimately working. It's legitimately. Wait a minute. We got Brandon Levy in here with the famous scissors. Brandon Levy said, hey, man, we need to cut that. You need to cut that show. Oh, man. I decided with the scissors.
AJ McCarron needs to withdraw.
He needs a withdrawal. Don't even come back. Change majors. Change majors, AJ. Hey, that's what I did. I ain't gonna lie to you. I took a count. That joke was hard, boy. I like communications, please. I called my advisor up. I called my advisor on the phone. I said, hey, what other classes can I take? This account thing, it ain't working out for me. I can talk pretty good. You think I can do communication? Oh man. Gene Lee said AJ McCarron left the door open. AJ left the door open. Oh man. So I think it's safe to say, and I'm just assuming, I don't know, but if it was me, Phil Franks is going to be the starter in the next game. Phil Franks got a chance to legitimately win this starting job. And I will tell y'all something else. Don't be surprised if the Falcons pick up a quarterback in the next couple of days. It's probably going to happen. It's probably going to happen. What's going on, Coach Jerry? Hope you're doing good tonight, man. Hope you're doing good tonight. Evan Track said, big boy, you already know what time it is. Ghost Pepper says, we would have been better off keeping Kurt Benkert instead of I agree with you. Coach Ronald loves Kurt Benkert for some reason. I don't know why. She loves Kurt Benkert. You know, Coach Ronald, she's weird like that. She like the weird guys.
Yeah, chill.
Everybody except for me. Malik says, B plus, I'm excited to see Franks develop. I'm really excited for him because I have been paying attention to him since he got out of high school with my brother. Okay. So you was following him even when he was with the Gators. Okay. Avery Williams. I forgot about Avery Williams. He made some plays as well now. He legitimately he could have had an interception tonight, but he was just a little bit too late. But yeah, Avery Williams, he was playing some ball as well. Stuart Rock said, bring Child back ASAP. Man, Matt Child ain't fooling with y'all, man. Matt Schaub is somewhere taking Bioflex and rubbing himself down with Blue Emu after he played 2 rounds of golf every day. No, they got the Bioflex pills. You never heard of the Bioflex pills? Yeah, they got the Bioflex pills. It helps your joints. Oh man. R. Robinson said that running back Huntley though. Yeah, so I seen Huntley. Me and Coach Terry Artist 404, we actually went to the open practice last week, and Huntley, he had some really good runs. Really good runs. He's a big guy, but he's shifty. He has really good feet, could break tackles very well. Of course, they weren't legitimately tackling, but yeah, Huntley looking like he could be a dog. He definitely do. Dexter said, Big Low, how you feel about Marlon Davidson? I ain't finna lie to you both. I was kind of iffy about him. You know, we ain't really get a chance to see too much from him, you know, in the off season. Well, I'm sorry, in the past season, but now it's like, well, dang, Marlon, all right, okay. You showing me a little something, bro. So I mean, I'm definitely excited to see what we're gonna have with Marlon Davidson. But out of everybody that we've been mentioning that we're excited to see playing this offense and this defense, there's one name that nobody's mentioned, and I'm really questioning that. I don't know if we just don't have faith in this guy or not, but nobody's mentioned Dante Fowler. Like, what in the world? We just not trust. Is Dante Fowler a fraud like Dan Quinn? Like, why y'all ain't trusting Fowler? I'm eager to see what he can do in this defense as well. He says that he's healthy, you know, so it's going to be one of those cases where he's going to be in a good position to make a lot of good plays, and hopefully he could legitimately do it, because what this defense is built on is causing confusion for that offensive line. So if we're playing a young offensive line, that's going to definitely work out to our advantage. Definitely. David Willis in here chilling out with us. Y'all make sure that y'all show David Willis some love. He says Errol Thompson is that man. He had one huge hit to stuff the run. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He swept the floor. Yusuf Thomas is in here chilling out with us. He said that Hawkins is the truth. Look, I don't know if y'all remember this, or you know, if you watched the show previously, but my homeboy Tony Wright, he been telling y'all ever since last season that kid Jalen Hawkins, he could be the truth. And look, he balled out today. He looks like he's trying to take advantage of his opportunity every play that he has. Trying to take advantage of his opportunity. Sharonda Leonard, she says, how did Richie play? You mean Richie Grant? Richie Grant, he played pretty well. Look, he set the tone. I don't know if anybody paid any attention to this, but he set the tone on special teams. He set the tone on special teams and on the kickoff. Got a really good tackle on special teams. First thing I said was, okay, this kid, he's not scared of contact. There's one play that I really want to highlight. He just came down and just cleaned that running back's clock on a read option. If he would have gave him the ball, it might have been a fumble. The quarterback definitely made the right decision on tucking it in that particular situation. Jazz Johnson said, after this game, a whole lot of pink slips. What's going on, Coach Wallace? Hope you're doing good tonight, man. Coach Wallace, I hope you ain't feeling too bad. After that game. You know, I know you know, and I know you're gonna come in here and tell us, Coach Wallace. Look, guys, it's just a preseason. Ain't no need to overreact, and I definitely agree with you. I'm sorry if I'm speaking for you. Ian Miles said he seen Fowler on the sideline eating sow's meat. Man, you saw that was sow's meat? I could have sworn I see them eating Vienna sausage. Oh man, Dexter Vlad says, "Yeah, I believe Fowler's a fraud." I mean, we look, we're gonna see. This is gonna be his opportunity right here. Definitely. Young Man of Faith, Jamal says they said Fowler was balling in practice. Said it's defense when he in, then when the guys behind him, in. He's going to ball out this season if he stays healthy. I'm definitely hoping that that's the case, man. Money Man Osama says quarterback Franks is the quarterback we need. We need it. They have more rushing yards than the running back. Yeah, and I told Coach Roney, whenever Feleipe Franks broke that big play, I told Coach Roney that there are a lot of Falcons fans out there stabbing themselves all over with many pains. And no, I'm sorry. There are a lot of Falcons fans out there that are ripping their outer garments, getting naked for Feleipe Franks. Well, Phil Franks, because he had that big run. I know a lot of Falcons fans have been wanting a quarterback that's mobile, that could run. This might be your chance right here to get the guy that you've been wanting ever since 2008. Oh man, we got Lemonese in here. What's that? Lim Nice in here. Oh, with the $4.99 super chat. Much love to you. She said, Lim Nice says that enjoying the show, Coach, contributing to your water. Look, word. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Lim Nice. Much love to you. Thank you so much for that $4.99 Superman. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Much love to you. Thank you so much. G-Time Baller said they skinny dipping, Coach. Oh, David Willis said I was definitely at AJ McCarron. Like, why is he here? So that's why I was wondering. So what was the pathway of AJ McCarron before he came to Atlanta? Because Coach Ronnie mentioned something about the XFL or something.
Somebody tweeted that.
Okay. Somebody tweeted. Okay. But I know he played for the Jets. But where was he at before he came here? If I'm not mistaken, I think he was with the Texans as well, right? But I'm just going to tell y'all something. Like, the way that he played. Oh, Ray Station said he played with the Bengals. Yeah, he sure did. He sure did play with the Bengals. The way that he played, like, he looked like he legitimately wasn't ready. Coach Ron, if you could you tell me, like, what was the trajectory, like, where was he at before he came here? Coach Wallace said, Big Low, tell everybody not to get excited over Feleipe because he only completed the dump off passes. And that's true. That's true. But there were a lot of passes that were dropped too, though, Coach. So it's one of those cases where it's like, it's a give or take situation.
All right, he played for the Bengals. Was drafted by the Bengals.
Drafted by
2014 to 2017.
Drafted by the Bengals.
Went to the Buffalo Bills in 2018.
Went to the Bills.
He was an off-season and a practice squad member only for the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
He then went to the Oakland Raiders for a season.
He went to the Raiders.
He went to the Houston Texans from 2019 to 2020.
Went to the Texans.
And then he came here in 2021.
Then he came. Man, boy, that boy changed. He changed teams like a lot of people change draws. Goodness gracious. That don't make no sense. And that's supposed to be our backup quarterback? No. Nah, they need to do something about that. They need to do something about that. That if it work. Yeah, Jermaine. Yeah. He was with the Texans too. Yeah. So I can't. Yeah. If Matt Ryan goes down, I can't trust AJ McCarron. I can't do it. Dread 00 says the resume says trash to me. Oh, Jay says, man, McCarron, he for the NFL streets. That's rough right there, boy. Oh man. R. Robinson said that they should get Jacob Eason from the Colts. Well, I don't think they're going to be able to get him from the Colts because from what I'm hearing, Carson Wentz has his injury. They're thinking that Jacob Eason might be the starter for the Colts.
Wow.
So you ain't finna have no chance to get Jacob Eason, Bo. G-Time Baller said he might just know many systems. And there are a lot of quarterbacks like that because a lot of times it's one of those situations where people get backup quarterbacks not for them to play, but just to communicate what they see on the field to the actual starting quarterback. But my thing is that if he can't do it on the field and Matt Ryan gets hurt, I don't trust him to get it done, especially after this game. Rodney Rogers, what's going on, Rodney Rod? Rodney Rod says, Feleipe, well, we call him Phil Franks here, Rod. We call him Phil Franks. He says Feleipe will be Matt's replacement. I'm definitely hoping that that's the case because I can't do AJ McCarron, Rod. I can't do it. I can't do it. Hey, yo, Brad says that he's the real reason Julio. Julio said, wait a minute, y'all got who? AJ, I know he went to Alabama, but who? Nah, I'm gone. Hey, Uncle Shan. Nah, I'm out of there. Oh, man. Jason A9, Jacob Eason isn't a slouch, man. Kid got an arm and is smart, and I would have loved to have him as a backup. He might be the coach's best kept secret. I definitely think that that's the case, man. I definitely think that's the case. He's going to be a baller for a long time. Like, I wish we could have kept him. I would have kept Jacob Eason over Jake Fromm any day in Georgia. I mean, and we don't even want to talk about Justin Fields. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. Me and Coach Ron talked about that the other night. Justin Fields would have stayed in Georgia, we would have had to chill all day. All day. My homeboy Jay in the Bay. What's good? It's your boy, Jay in the Bay. Much love to you, Jay. Oh, hey, man. Congratulations to my homeboy, Coach Jay in the Bay. San Francisco 49ers channel. Congratulations on your 1,000 subscribers, bro. I definitely want to let you know that, man. Much love to you. And congratulations to you. You definitely deserved it with all of your hard work, fam. Definitely. Raymond Elder says Arthur Smith's offense only scores 3 points. I'm just joking. This preseason and this fan base is, yeah, man, we can't overreact. It's just, look, this is the preseason. It's one of those situations where we know that, they're just testing everything out. And it's one of those situations where it's finally the bullets are really flying. So with that being said, it's like, 3 points. Okay, that's cool. You got something to build on. None of the starters were out there, so I'm definitely eager to see what the offense is looking like. I'm eager to see what everything is looking like, man. I want to see what Cordero Patterson looks like returning kicks. But we probably, in the words of Coach Ronan, Cordero. I don't know where she get this from. But anyway, Cordero Patterson, I want to see what he looks like returning kicks. But we probably ain't going to see that in the preseason because returning kicks is a dangerous job. It's a very dangerous job. Now, man, I'm trying to be like you, bro. Oh, man. I know Coach Wallace. Coach Wallace said they didn't pick on AJ until Julio trade. We just picking on AJ. We just picking on AJ. Man. David Willis says, I was at the game. My favorite players were Davison, Ogundeji, Bullard, Thompson, Jalen Hawkins, Avery Williams, Grant, and Franks. Okay. I definitely like that list. So the list that I had on here, the guys that stood out to me were Jalen Hawkins, Tatui Mariner, Marlon Davidson, Etheridge, Feleipe Franks. Yeah, definitely. Chad Johnson said, is Cool gonna be our lead to score again? I don't know. I'm hoping that Cool's gonna be kicking a lot more extra points than field goals. But I am going to tell you this though, Jazz. A lot of people are overreacting because Cool missed a 55-yard field goal too. I'm like, well, look, guys, it's just the preseason. Don't get overreacting now. It's just everything's gonna be okay. But yeah, it's one of those cases where moving forward, we all got to make sure that we don't overreact, guys, because if we overreact, then we're gonna come to the situation with a negative attitude, and we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that we come to the situation bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to go, locked and loaded. So moving forward, I know that we were talking about the guys that we were looking forward to seeing. I'm just going to tell y'all the things that I think that we need to improve on. And I want y'all to let me know what things y'all think we should improve on as well. Now, one of the first things that I think we need to improve on is, just the penalties. Like let's avoid these holding calls and these offsides and the neutral zone infractions. Like let's play some clean football. Y'all looking like y'all got to play football with a bib on. Like y'all just can't play clean. Y'all got to get dirty playing football. Let's just play some clean football and stop getting all these doggone penalties. Because all throughout the first quarter and the first half, 2nd and 18, 3rd and 15. I'm sitting here like, I just want a 3rd and manageable, Bo. What in the world? So it's just one of those situations. I think Asia and Molly Mall falling in love, like right before our eyes. I think. What in the world? What's going on? Okay, my bad. It just caught me off guard. Make a love connection. If you think you're ready. my bad. But yeah, that's the first thing I want to see. Second thing I want to see is efficient blocking. The first play, just like DJ Shockley said, the first play that Archie Smith called perfect play. Play action, comeback route. Beautiful play. Great play to call for a quarterback to get him in rhythm. That's an in rhythm throw. Moving forward, I think that I don't feel like he made the adjustments play calling like he should have, because the play action was working pretty well, but he kept giving them the ball to go into the teeth of that defense. And as he kept giving them the ball, they kept getting eaten up. He just kept kind of force feeding it. And then by then, the defense just got too much confidence. They got all that confidence now. They thinking they can do anything. They lining up at the defensive line like they Superman or something. Everybody's Superman, got red capes on. Like, so I want to see the offense play a little bit more efficiently. Be completely honest with you. I know somebody put in the comments said they want to see Darby. Dredd, he said he want to see Darby. My homeboy Jazzy Jeff. Y'all make sure that y'all check his channel out too. He been the guy naked for Frank Darby. That man know he loves some Frank Darby, but yeah. I want to see my offense come. Look, at the level that the defense played tonight, it's one of those cases where if our offense played close to that level, you got a playoff football team. I'm just going to put it on out there to you. With the talent that we have and the level that the offense and the defense play, you got a playoff football team right before your eyes. So next time we get on this round table, I got to make sure that I represent Coach Wallace a little bit better and the rest of y'all, because I'm going to be talking some cash money trash, boy. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. Jazz Johnson says, I know what it is, Big Low. They forgot to sage the stadium after Quinn left. What they should have did, to sage that stadium, what you got to do is you got to get one of those big old hay bales to sage. Just light it on fire and just push it down. just push it around or something. But, yeah, I mean, whatever you got to do, y'all need to go ahead and do it. Oh, man. Mr. Jajan said, Feleipe, I'm sorry, Mr. Jajan. We don't call him Feleipe. We call him Phil. He ain't deserve to be called Feleipe yet. Feleipe is not a quarterback name. All the great quarterbacks in history had single syllable names, unless you're a Manning or unless you're extremely special, like Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson. All the other great quarterbacks, they had single syllable names. So, your Matt Ryan, Tom Brady's, Dan Marino, Troy Aikman, Steve Young. I mean, all those guys, like all Jim Kelly, all those guys had single syllable names. Brett Favre. Oh yeah, like Aaron Rodgers, he's special too. But all those guys they had single syllable names, so I can't call him Feleipe. I can't call him Phil unless he's that special, unless he's that guy that's special. And I can say, hey, Feleipe. I can say it with pride too. Dre said, look, Dre, I can say it with pride. I said, look, our quarterback is Feleipe Franks. Oh man, look, y'all make sure that y'all hit that like button, man. Definitely make sure that y'all hit that like button. I appreciate everybody for coming on and chilling out with us tonight. If y'all think I'm just a good guy, make sure that you do a country boy favor and hit that like button. If you're excited about Falcons football coming back, hit the like button. Also, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, man, so we can get together and chill out in the future. Definitely. And if you have any friends or family who are on YouTube and love Falcons football or just football in general, go ahead and tell them to subscribe to Big Low Kuntry too, man. Much love to you. Man, we got E Smooth in the house. Oh, Easy Ethan the Elk. He said, what's up, coach? Just done my main league fantasy football draft. Okay. You drafting early, ain't you, Bo? I hope nobody get hurt during the preseason. Oh man, Dre says Feleipe Franks do sound like an Italian restaurant up the street from Maggiano's. Welcome to Feleipe Franks. where we make sure that all of your noodles are al dente. Welcome to Feleipe Franks, where we make sure that all of your noodles are al dente. Y'all crazy, man. Granddaughter said, hit that like button if you like Freddy's Burgers. What in the world? I think you just like Freddy's Burgers. Oh, man. All right, Asia. Y'all be easy now. Good night. Oh, man. Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all are crazy. Well, look, I definitely appreciate everybody for coming on. I appreciate everybody for coming on and chilling out with us tonight. I hope everybody is excited about this football season. Look, the defense played some really good ball tonight. Offense definitely has to be a little bit more productive. We got to see a little bit more from them. But I think we're taking a step in the right direction. Definitely do. Man. But, once again, unfortunately, I have to say goodbye to everybody. We're definitely going to be doing some film study and doing a little bit of analysis on this game and everything. In the meantime, I need y'all not to do nothing that I would do, man. Look, football season coming. We ready. Y'all take it easy, man.